Hey, good morning, everyone. It is time for After 9. I'm Mike Kaycook from the Morning Drive, AM800, weekday mornings 5 to 9. And my co-host today is a flower, apparently, a beautiful flower. Is that a begonia or is that a daisy? What is that, Leah?
Here I am. It's a
There you are.
canna lilies. There they are. Aren't they
Oh,
pretty?
very nice. Look at
Yeah.
you showing off your horticultural green thumb.
Oh my God, Mike, I could use so much help on that front. I can't even begin to tell you.
Well,
I
tune in, get gardening Saturday mornings, 8 till 9 on AM800.
I could take the whole hour just for me.
You should.
No, serious. Like, oh, whatever. And Lisa and I talked about this last week too. You're all excited at the beginning of the season, when you're everything, and then things start to happen. Like we had all that rain. Some of my plants are looking brown now and stuff, and I'm
Mm,
just like, oh, whatever. I don't care. I
yeah.
actually replaced some plants with lanterns that I have hanging like hooks. I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's why I was like, I'm doing the mic thing. I'm doing the plastic flower thing. So I'm
That's
like,
it.
I am done. Every time I try to grow flowers and they're full sun. No, no. They either get underwatered or overwatered and then they die.
Yep. It is
So
tough. It is tough. And this, like, I've noticed the last couple weeks, that's when things have been dropping off and not looking as lush and beautiful as it did early spring, late spring,
yeah.
even early summer. And now we're in, like, if I could afford it, I would get the AstroTurf fake grass because that's
Oh,
my big battle.
I think that's not a bad idea, because then you're not watering, you're not worrying. It doesn't matter. The grubs are like, well, nothing to eat here. Might as well
I'm
move
out of
on.
here. Go to the neighbors.
Our yard is too big though for that. We have a
I know.
bigger.
You
Yours is
have to have one
too.
of those yards where it's like all pool and patio, and then you got like a little patch of grass, and that's it.
Honestly, I know, right? So I'm all excited for a moment and then I'm not. So, whatevs.
Okay, all
Whatevs.
right.
Whatever.
If people want to share their best green thumb tips, something you have for your flowers, for your lawn, for your garden, whatever it is, your best tip. Mine, get fake flowers. Look, John is too. John Mark Vachon. I'm all about the fake greenery.
I feel like I'm getting that way. I feel like I'm just going to be moving in that direction. Or things that I'm like, I'll forget color. But my good neighbor Emma, who
Mm-hmm.
lives behind me over there, I can see her house here. She always says a house without flowers is like a house without children. And I'm like, oh, I think that's true. So, and there's nothing like I don't want whiny children. I want happy, giggling, laughing children. So I want flowers and color.
Okay.
But then turns out,
Hey, does anybody know? I'm thinking of making a major step in the yard. Meanwhile, Ed's producer Ed has chimed in with his gardening tip. Green thumb tip: it's cheaper to buy weed online than at the store.
thank you for that, Ed. We appreciate it.
Good times, Edward. So what I'm thinking of doing, and I know it costs a little more, but I'm so sick of doing it every year. The rubber mulch.
Well, my neighbor did that,
Yeah,
but
how's it look?
it looks great. But guess what? You still have to try to pick all of the if you have big trees and there's stuff falling, how are you going to get that out of the rubber mulch? At least
Can't
with the
use a
pick.
blower? Isn't the rubber mulch heavy enough that you would
No,
use the
no, no.
blower?
Not some of it is not. As far as I
Hmm.
can tell, some of it is not. Because I asked her the same. I'm like, well, what about cleaning that? Right?
Yeah, and what did she say? Did you ask her?
She's like, well, I don't know. This is the first year I'm having it.
Oh, okay. Anybody has advice? Rubber mulch. Are you able to use the blower on it and get all the
You,
leaves and sticks and keys off it without affecting most of the rubber mulch?
I'm going no. How I can't even believe you're talking about that. You're such a fat wallet.
I
How's that
know, but
gonna?
it's long-term fat wallet thinking. Like instead of doing it every year and getting a pile of mulch or getting all the bags of mulch, which is fairly costly. I don't know how much is a bag of mulch, $4 or $5. I don't know.
No,
And having to do the work.
You got to do it on. You got to get it on sale.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it cheaper in the long run? Will this plastic mulch, rubber mulch, last me a long time so I don't have to buy it every year and still
Well,
look good?
let's hope. Let's see what people say. I like the look, but I think it's you can't clean it. You're just
Oh.
so what I do is sometimes if I have to, and I have old mulch down, and I've got my garden gloves, and there's a mess, I just clean all that up with it, and then I'll put like not you know what I mean, not all of it, but I'll just
Yeah.
scoop it up with my gloves as I'm going, and I'm not worried. You can't do that with the rubber stuff. Not a chance.
Okay. Then do you just go stone?
No, I don't. No.
Heavier? You're able to
I
use the
think
blower?
what about the big bark chips?
That's another option.
That I would do. That would be my next move. The big
You're going bark chips.
and they're heavier, I think. I
Then
would like those.
stone? No.
No, not then stone, but then regular mulch or the rubber mulch.
Okay, let us know. Mary says I'm having trouble finding cedar chips. Anyone know where to get some? It has to be cedar for my patio. They repel fleas. Ooh, didn't know that.
I never knew that.
Yeah. And the other thing, Kelly and I were just talking about getting a bat house.
Bats are good. They eat
Yeah,
mosquitoes.
because they eat the mosquitoes. And that's one of the things that we read online is that if you get one of these bat houses, put it on like a post or you hang it on the side of your house, it'll attract bats to your yard. They will eat the mosquitoes. Less mosquitoes for you.
Yes, I like it. Or your thermocell.
Oh, I have not bought one yet. I might try it. Have you tried it?
We have 2.
And thumbs up, right?
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
I might have to stop at Home Hardware's or Canadian Tires today.
You were already there yesterday. You're not allowed.
No, I go all the time. They worry if I don't show up every couple days.
That's like Lisa at Lowe's. She would always send me pictures. Here I am outside of Lowe's. I'm like, stop. And then I do the same to her. I send me a picture. I sent her a picture of me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm at Lowe's.
Oh. All right, so your best gardening tip, bring it on, and the best mulch type product that you can think of. Did you watch the Jeff Bezos rocket launch moments ago?
I did, and I have to say I was a little excited. It was a little exciting. I know I was like, man, and I still am on the money front, but it was exciting.
Yeah. Here they are. This is live right now, and they're actually still getting out of the spacecraft right now. Oh, now they're showing a replay. They're just showing them. Here's the liftoff from earlier, and it is like a real rocket. This looked like almost like animated, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I know. There were people, I was watching it live on Twitter, and of course people were saying, oh, it's fake. Oh my God, like what is wrong with people?
Oh my God, why is everybody a conspiracy and fake and the government and all that stuff? It kind of crashed down to land, I thought, harder than it was supposed to. They said it was going to, as long as the stats on the screen were right. They said it was going to slow down to 1 mile per hour and slowly fall to space when they were showing it on there, it said it was going 16 miles an hour right into the ground. To me, that seems like it would be a little bumpy landing.
Well, yeah, because I thought they were saying as they were commentating that there were some cushions or something that were supposed to pop out and soften the blow when they got close to ground. There were sensors, but I didn't see any of that when it was happening. I just saw it go clunk.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So it went well. I mean, it was pretty amazing. It did look almost fake. Like it almost looked like it wasn't real. Like this was like some animation, but it was real. They went up. They were up there for, a couple minutes and then came back down. The rocket landed. Like, it was so cool. Right back
Yeah,
to where it was.
I know it was really neat. It was
Uh,
neat actually.
yeah.
It
And then
was neat.
they came back in the capsule part, and the parachute went up and then came back to Earth.
So my thing about some of this is though, I mean, we're exploring all these frontiers or whatever, but what about the own earth we live on? Like, he has a company. He has so many billions of dollars, Jeff Bezos. And I know his ex-wife Mackenzie's gives away billions of dollars, but it's like, please, we can't look after the planet we have. It's like that's why we can't have nice things because we don't look after them. And
Mm.
we can't look after the oh my god, there's a squirrel sitting and just looking at me like waiting to pounce. A big fat one too. But anyway,
Oh, bring them on.
you can't we can't look after the planet we have. And now um we're going to go somewhere else and maybe wreck something else. I don't know. Hey, get out of there.
What, you're yelling at the squirrel to get out of there?
Yes. He's gone. He's
All
on top
right.
of the running
Okay.
along.
Well, point well taken. Maybe it's getting ready to, once we destroy this planet, we can move to another one.
Yeah, that's bothersome to me. I don't know. But it was exciting. I will give it that. It was exciting.
Yeah, it was
And
pretty
would I
cool.
do it? I'd probably do it.
You go
It
up.
was so well, it was so quick. I mean, I spend more time in the bathroom, if you know what I mean. So
TMI. TMI. Well, yeah, and I would think in our lifetimes with this, citizens going up, people going up into space in the beginning of this, that we will eventually get our shot. You might take a spring break trip to Florida and say, oh, today we're going to Disney. Tomorrow we're going up in a rocket.
I guess. I guess. I don't know.
Maybe you can partner. Bezos can partner with Blue Origin. His company, his space company, can partner with Disney, be part of the whole experience.
Do you know how much it would cost? Oh my god.
Well, right now,
Oh god.
like when air travel started, airplanes, I mean, that was unaffordable for most average people.
Millions and millions of dollars. Millions and millions.
Mm.
So there's a lot I could do with that kind of money.
You wouldn't go into space instead?
No, it was $28 million, wasn't it? Wasn't that what the going auction? Yeah, there's so much you could do with that. Come on.
Mm.
I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I don't know. That's huge. That's huge money. So
It sure is.
I think it's exciting in one way, but I also think it's just a huge waste.
Got to
You know,
start somewhere, though, right? And
I guess.
and that's where they started with Bezos going into space and his brother and the rest of the crew. So yeah, so well, we'll see. You can watch all these replays of it. It was pretty cool. I thought the liftoff was like really really cool
I have
to
a question
to
for you.
watch. Yes.
Yeah, it was. If you go out to eat somewhere and there are leftovers that you bring home and put
Yeah.
them in the fridge, are they fair game for anybody?
No. No. Your leftovers are your leftovers. Here's the rocket launch as we talk about this. Your leftovers are your leftovers. Those belong to you. Those have your name on it. If someone else wants them, they must be offered to you. Hey, I'm not going to have that. If you want to take that for lunch or dinner, go right ahead. You can't steal leftovers.
Well, that's kind of what I thought, but I think there's a few people in my house that think it's okay. Um, if it's in the fridge and it hasn't been eaten, it's fair game. I'm gonna have to set the record straight with some people.
Who is some people we are speaking of at this point in time?
Well, any number of them. And even if I don't eat it the next day, oh, there's an ant, sorry. Even if I don't eat it the next day, I might want to eat it the day after. And I'll be like, hey, where's the, oh, I ate it. Well, what? What? Why? Well, it was just in the fridge and nobody was touching it, so I figured I would eat it.
You
So
got to
that is
put
that
like
unwritten?
grab a marker, a Sharpie, write your name on it. Do not touch property of
Well,
Leah, or a post-it note or something, or just make it be known. Family meeting. Here is how we're dealing with leftovers from when we go out to eat or order in.
well, I think I'm going to have to do that just so that if it's something I really like there's times I'm like, hey, anybody can help themselves, but that doesn't mean that's the normal rule. That's the exception when I let people
Gotcha.
know, right? I
Fair
know
enough.
it's a lot of rules to keep track of, isn't it?
I would imagine there are quite a few rules, yes, at your place.
So,
And you are the rule maker.
well, not all of them. They don't follow all of my rules, that's for sure.
Then
But that's
they
it,
catch
buddy.
the,
I got
the
nothing
wrath of
else.
Leah.
Yeah. Are we done?
We're done. Yeah.
Today
Yeah, we're
was
done.
today
We're
was
done
just a
for today.
day, right? Today was just a day. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was kind of
Our
a
show
hazy.
was today. Last hour I thought was good. The rest of it, But you can
We were
listen to
just.
the podcast and judge for yourself.
We didn't. It's not. We didn't call it in. It was just there was nothing that. There was no like. There was none of that. That was there.
Last hour there was a little but for the most part, it's all right. Tuesday
Yeah.
shows,
Now
it's just like
tomorrow.
anything, right? Like some days you're just into it, you feel it, you feel good. Today,
Yeah.
not so
Today.
much. We'll try better tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow we got some good stuff lined up.
But it's not
Tomorrow's.
even like an effort thing. We gave our full effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you just don't feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, exactly. Totally.
And
Totally.
remember,
Totally.
Tim Hortons Camp Day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'm a Timmy's girl, so I'm not a Starbucks person. I'm a Timmy's person.
I can't
So
afford Starbucks.
yeah, I don't, and it's too complicated to order anything from them.
Oh, I hate
So
that.
I know. So
Can I have a coffee with milk,
yeah,
please?
that'll be
That's all I
$8,
want.
please.
Yeah, what's venti? What's this? What's shot of this? Whatever. Go away, Starbucks. You're too fancy for us people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, some of us people, anyway.
Yeah, have a great day, everyone. We'll see you back tomorrow, 5 to 9. We'll try harder tomorrow. Hopefully a better show. Tim Hortons Camp Day back here on After 9. Check out our podcast, AM800CKLW.com, or search Mike and Lisa wherever you get your podcast. Leah, have fun with your squirrel and your flowers.
I'm gonna go to the Society of St. Vincent de Paul shop. That's what
Oh,
I'm
the
doing.
fancy one we talked about.
On Marintet. I'm going. I'm going to check
Okay,
it out. I'll let you
Marintet by
know.
Devonshire Mall. Let's explain because people might have missed this. They had 7 truckloads of all designer stuff donated to them.
Yes.
And they've opened up this temporary store, and whatever's there is there. Whatever is gone, it shuts down. So you better hurry.
I'm going. I'm going right now. I'm going to spend the amount that Jeff Bezos spent on, as much as I would spend $28 million to get on the rocket.
Yeah.
I'm going shopping.
Okay. We'll have fun with all that.
My credit card is going to burn up.
Ooh, wow. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, we're out of here. Let's get out of here. You go shopping. I got things to do. We'll see you tomorrow on After 9.